Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to our OLEDWorks webinar. My name is Alexandra Kosup, and before my colleague Daniel Hoffmann starts with the presentation, I would like to give you a short introduction of how to use this webinar tool. On the right side of your screen, you see three icons: a red arrow, a green microphone, and a blue square. Please click on the arrow and a gray sidebar pops up, where you can see your audio settings and where you can also type in your questions, which will be answered at the end of this presentation. When you click on the blue square, you can switch to the full screen mode. Thank you.
Thank you, Alex. And hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome also from my side to the first OLED lighting webinar of OLEDWorks. My name is Daniel Hoffmann. I'm the Product and Marketing Manager of OLEDWorks. And I'm going to introduce you today to our latest range extension, the OLED lighting panel family Brite 2. Let me start by giving you some insights into our DNA. Our products are made, as we say, for visionary designers who revel in possibility, but function without constraints. So we do see ourselves as the performance leader in OLED lighting technology, and this technology, with its innovative simplicity, enables designers possibility and create freedom like never before. And that's actually what we bring every day into the work on our products. So we want to enable you to revel in possibility, to design freely, to create passionately, and be unlimited with light. After that rather organic approach behind our work, what do we do concretely? We make OLED light engines. So we see ourselves as the experts in OLED material formulation, in the manufacturing process, and in the reliability of our OLED lighting products. We produce here in Aachen, Germany, on our high volume manufacturing line, the brightest OLED lighting panel in the world. And in our headquarters in Rochester, New York, we can produce low volumes in a disruptive low-cost structure. Beside other projects, we will launch an amber OLED panel produced on the Rochester line very soon. But of course, we do not only produce OLEDs, we also take part in many collaborations around the world with regards to the OLED technology, and we support the integration of OLEDs in different ways with our electronics and technical support. And we are also a test site of the US Department of Energy for new OLED technologies. Let me then now give you some insights into our main product, the Lumiblade Brite OLED lighting panel portfolio. To summarize the key advantages, they are thin, they are diffuse, they are bright, and they have a high quality of light. You might say, why do I need OLEDs when I have already LEDs which are much cheaper? We would say to that, dear customer, but the LED is a point light source. So why do you mishandle this beautiful light point if you need a thin, diffuse, uniform surface light? Better take an OLED in that case. And with our OLEDs, you don't even have any disadvantages in terms of lumen output. Yes, the price for an OLED panel might not be at the same level than LED yet, but most of our customers forget to compare the complete system cost. To get the same light in a very uniform and homogeneous way out of the LED, you need to work with diffusers which are reducing the light amount again. Plus, you need additional heat sinks, and all of that you don't need with an OLED. That's why it's a bit unfair to compare the OLED panel just with the LED itself. And I'm not even mentioning here the difference in space you need for the whole LED system if you want to have the same surface light compared to the space you need with an OLED. And yes, there are other OLED lighting manufacturers on the market, each one with their own key advantages. There are for sure OLED portfolios available which offer more different shapes than we do. But no one has OLED panels with the same high brightness option and the same high quality of light. So why did we go that step to offer high brightness panels and higher brightness panels than our competitors? The answer is easy. We want to enable you to revel in possibility, as I said before. So of course there is a market for nice decorative applications which you can serve with different OLEDs. But if you want to make the step into functional lighting, you have no other choice than bring more light out of your light source. That's why we decided in 2014 actually to launch our Brite 1 FL300 portfolio. Of course, first with some confessions on efficacy, which is normal the brighter you get, but we worked hard to close that gap and to open the widest application space possible with our OLEDs. As we understand you and as we understand the market needs, we did the performance increase without increasing the price at the same time, but even lower it constantly. Let me give you an example. In the last 3 years, we tripled the efficacy, we tripled the luminance, and we tripled the lifetime of our commercially available products. And all of that by dividing the price by 3. For our historic product GL350, you needed to pay around €200 in 2013. Now, with the launch of Brite 2, we reached a price level which is even below the price of the Brite 1 panel at the launch date in 2014. And of course, we are going to reduce the price continuously in the future. Let's have a closer look now at the recently launched Brite 2 product family. The 2 stands here not only for the second generation of the Brite panels, it's in the same time a bit the motto of the whole product family. It comes in 2 colors, in 2 sizes, and in 2 integration levels. The key advantage are it's efficient, so we reach now an efficacy level of over 60 lumen per watt without reducing the light output. It's beautiful. We worked on the color rendering index to exceed the 90, and even having an impressive R9 value of more than 70. And it's different. For the first time, the Brite panel is not only available in warm white, but also in a neutral white version. Each color temperature has 2 shapes and 2 integration levels. The warm white version in square with a lit area of around 10 by 10 centimeter is called Brite 2 FL300 WW for warm white. And the rectangular one with a lit area of around 5 by 20 centimeter is called Brite 2 FL300 LWW. Both shapes come in two different integration levels. Level 1 is basically the bare OLED, which gives you the possibility to integrate it easily in your own electrical system. Or level 2, where we have already a mounting plate and a connection cable installed. The warm white version in 3000 Kelvin gives you 300 lumen at full brightness and reaches, as we said before, an efficacy of up to 63 lumen per watt. The neutral white version is called Brite 2 FL300 NW for neutral white, or Brite 2 FL300 L NW. It comes as well in 2 different integration levels like the warm white version. And even with the colder light, we were able to have 250 lumen as light output at full brightness with an efficacy of up to 50 lumen per watt. Of course, the neutral white version has as well the impressive CRI values and the same physical characteristics like the small thickness of up to 2.1 millimeter only. Here you can see in one simple table the main characteristics of the Brite 2 portfolio. The nominal luminance for these panels is either 8,300 candela per square meter for the warm white version or 7,100 for the neutral white one. At full brightness, you reach the efficacy of 57 lumen per watt and a lifetime of 10,000 hours, actually for both color temperatures. And our continuously ongoing lifetime tests are showing even a longer lifetime than these 10,000 hours. If you run it at a bit lower brightness, you not only increase the efficacy, of course, but you reach as well easily a lifetime of 50,000 hours. The OLED, as you know, is a current-driven light source, and to have the high brightness, you need 260 milliamps at a power consumption of a bit more than 5 watt. So what is the main improvement versus the Brite 1 products? We increased the efficacy at full brightness from 42 to 57 lumen per watt for the Brite 2 warm white, and at lower brightness, the Brite 2 reaches even the mentioned 63 lumen per watt. The CRI of the Brite 2 panels overpassed the 90 now, compared to the CRI of 80 for the Brite 1 products. Under the line, the efficiency improvement is seen in the lower power consumption, of course, of a bit more than 5 watt compared to the 7.4 watt for Brite 1. Please note that in the Brite 1 portfolio, we have a version with a mirror finish in the off state. This one is not available in the Brite 2 portfolio, but we have a neutral white version in the Brite 2 family, which we don't have in the Brite 1 portfolio. The launch of the Brite 2 is not a replacement of the Brite 1, it is a range extension, so we keep the Brite 1 alive, and we can offer you even special deals on that as well. So with this extended range of our Brite products, we address even more applications. We intend to inspire more customers to think out of the box and to create lighting experience, stepping away from the traditional light bulb thinking. We do see the OLED itself as a building material, which makes the integration of light into nearly every imaginable application possible. Here you can see only a few examples of the variety of possibilities. Like on the left, you can see a huge installation with more than 1,200 OLED panels. That's actually placed in an entrance hall of a public building in Frankfurt, or as integration in walls, for example, with different light scenarii on the right-hand top for a private bank in Austria. You can see an amazing, elegant and slim lighting luminaire from a South American designer, and even an integration in the train of the future, and I mean the near future. On the right bottom, you can see a picture of the full-scale demonstrator, which was presented at the InnoTrans 2016 trade fair. And for more examples and inspirations, please visit also our OLED project section of our homepage under the link here below mentioned. To summarize, so from grand custom installations to pleasing task lamps and pendants, designers are energizing the OLED lighting experience. We want them further to explore, be inspired, create, and be unlimited with light. If you need more detailed product information of the Brite portfolio, please have a look as well at the product section of our homepage. Here you can download as well all documentation you need, from the product leaflet with some simple overview up to the detailed technical data sheet of each panel and the design-in guide, which supports you with the integration of our panels into your application. For any other additional need about OLED lighting, feel free to contact us under owinfo@oledworks.com. Thank you very much for your attention. I will be now still available for some moments to answer some of your questions. For all other questions, please feel free to also contact us afterwards under owinfo@oledworks.com. Tomorrow, actually, you will receive a follow-up email with a link to download the recording of this webinar. So I'm just seeing we have some questions coming in. One is about the Kolka module, for example. The Kolka module is not the subject of this webinar, and the product will be launched in January next year. And here we will give a separate webinar on that. And on our product section on our homepage, you can also already download some preliminary data sheets and spec sheets. I have another question coming in about the maximum temperature of an OLED. This information, it depends how bright you run the panel, of course. We do tests up to 85 degrees Celsius, but we do advise to run it at a room temperature of 25 degrees Celsius. And here the Brite 2 panel actually has some improvements versus the Brite 1 panel. Because it gets only of a bit more than 35 degrees Celsius hot, where the Brite 1 panel was getting a bit hotter. There is another question about if it is dimmable. You can use different kind of dimming scenarios. We offer as well some special OLED drivers with different technology. We have a DALI driver or a DMX driver, for example, or you also can just simply do the 0 to 10 or 100% dimming. And yes, when we talk about dimming methods, PWM is also possible. Okay. I was waiting for that question. What is the price of the Brite 2? Yes, actually, if you want to buy one piece, you can do that on our web shop. Here we offer the easiest integration level 1 at $72 US dollar. But of course, for higher volumes, we have also some volume pricing available. Just need to ask your contact at OLEDWorks or your regional sales manager. And if we speak about a web shop, of course, if you order there, the products are all available in a couple of days. If you buy one, and for higher volumes, we have as well just lead times of 1 to 2 weeks. All right, I think that's it then for this webinar. Thank you very much again, and talk to you next time. Thanks.